Today, as I've been studying the beavers and walking through the forest, I've seen so many different wild animals. It's incredible what you find here. Here we are, next to a lake in Sweden. Everywhere you see the beavers have been cutting down the trees. Massive trees cut down by a tiny little creature. Look at that. I'll take you in and show you next to the lake. Tree after tree has fallen to the beavers. One after another after another. Beavers, beavers, beavers. And it's amazing how tall some of these trees are. This tree would be almost 25 meters tall. It's massive. I'd have a problem cutting it down with my chainsaw. But here, the beavers are working. And this tree is at least 600 millimeters across. And look at it. Soon this massive tree will fall into the lake. Look at the size of it. They just come in here and gnaw away. And yet if I come here with my chainsaw, well, I don't know. I do know it would be difficult. But within a few weeks, this tree will have been completely dropped into the lake. And then they cut it into sections and take it away to use in their homes. Incredible. This one here has been gnawed and cut all the way along by these incredible animals. This one, unfortunately, fell the wrong way. But almost always, these trees will be cut by the beavers to fall into the lake and then to be dragged off. As I look at the other side of this lake, tree after tree after tree has been cut by the beavers, naturally working within the environment, and they know exactly what they are doing. This is the size of trees, but the beavers start to cut down. Yep, this tree is about almost a meter wide and absolutely huge. We're talking about at least 20-25 meters high, this tree. And here the beavers have been gnawing away for the last 2 years at the bottom of this tree. Look at the way they have gnawed away at this tree. And soon, in another 2 years, this massive, huge tree of massive proportions will crash into the lake below. Nature in the most beautiful environment. Here, where the beavers live with their families happily for hundreds of years. Funnily enough, they never take a pine tree. Pine trees, they don't take. They don't like the taste. So it's the sycamore trees they take. Here. Look at it. Turning around. Tree after tree after tree has fallen. I'll take you up through here and just show you some of the wonders of beavers. Remembering that they work in harmony with nature, unlike human beings. So I walk along here, tree after tree, massive trees. This one has only just been cut down in the last few days. Look at the size. Incredible. Another massive tree. And if you look in front of me here, tree after tree. And we're not talking about 1 or 2 trees. We're talking about here and the forest on the other side of the lake. Hundreds upon hundreds of trees are being cut by the beavers at the moment. This one, they've just started on. But when you look at the tree, we're talking about 20 meters tall minimum, probably 25 meters tall. This is absolutely mind-blowing. The beavers of Hagfors Kommun are one of the things we love, as it's part of our nature. But when you see this, you've got to be impressed. Absolutely, utterly incredible. Look at the size of that tree. Well, here there is just startings. They start by cutting off the bark, and many of these huge specimens here, they've started to cut the bark. Well, I'm going to take you on a little bit further. Here, another one just started, and then we come in across this patch here to our whole array of forest that has been cut completely. Look at this, one tree after another tree after another tree. Oh, look at the size. Beavers working hard in Hagfors Kommun so that they can build their homes for their families, the dams and everything else they do with this timber. But the amount of timber here that's been cut down is enough to build a house for a human, let alone a home for a beaver. I'm walking further through the forest. Look at the size of these trees. Families of beavers been working this area for generations upon generations, probably long before the humans got here. Here, a family has been working on stripping the bark from this tree. Another massive tree here. This goes on and on and on and on. Bark completely stripped. Look at the size of that tree. Huge. And this is a simple beaver working in harmony with nature. And look at the size of this cut through this tree. Absolutely mind-boggling. The size of this is absolutely incredible. Huge, huge, massive tree. Goes on and on and on, high up into the sky. And yet, for a beaver, probably no more than a couple of months' work. And down into the lake it goes. Here, in the middle of nature, in a wonderful place, Hagfors Kommun.